Distant Relatives. This is the least recognized Nas album. It's not talked about enough. People list out Nas's classics. People list out, argue, ranking his albums. And I feel like Distant Relatives is not mentioned enough. Maybe because it's not a solo album, it's a collab. But I love this album. I cannot praise this album enough. It's one of my favorites. I listen to it consistently. So let's get into it. What y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on Distant Relatives?
I don't listen to this one as much, but I would say this probably like Nas fifth best album or something, man. Like it's right up there to me because listening to it again, I forgot how much I love some of the songs that I haven't listened to in a while. B-Dog, did you have familiarity with this album? Did you listen to this album when it came out?
Dumb It Down made us listen to it literally every day. 2010.
Okay, well, what was you doing when Doom came out then? Why you slipped on the Doom, but you had him on the Nas? That's cool.
Yeah, I know.
He was
listening to this album on road trips and everything, dog.
Yep.
Well, this album is also one that, you can put this on. There's really not a
family. Yeah.
You can play this with family and anything situation, because
exactly.
So it's a little different.
And that's exactly how I use this album. Like, it don't matter who's around. Like, okay, I can put this on. Even like my wife is Jamaican, and so like her family, I can put this on. I don't want to listen to reggae music all day, but I can put this on, and it feels like everyone will be cool. So it's like it's to me a great any situation type of album. And then I love.
I think this is one of Nas' best albums. Conceptually, it's really cool. Like Distant Relatives, it's like a Pan-African theme. What other rappers have this in their catalog, man? I don't think this has been this type of collaboration really happened much. And I have to credit the production. I think Junior Gong did most of it or all of it. I think this album is really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Life is Good is not
Marley did all of it. I mean, Stephen Marley did some of the production as well, but it was the two of them. It was just Damian or Stephen that did all the production. So
I think it's very impressive. So I just think this album is great. I disagree with Life is Good being Nas' underrated album. I don't feel like it's underrated. I feel like at the time that came out, I was waiting for a good Nas album. He had like a little bit of a slump, and then it kind of really was a big breath of fresh air. Plus, he let you in on Life is Good, and tell you about his personal life.
Life is Good a lot too.
Well, I like Life is Good a lot. So to me, here's the thing. This came out before Life is Good, so I didn't think he was in a stump. I was hyped for Life is Good because we came off of this. Before this album, you had like the Untitled album and some of the other Hip Hop is Dead, Untitled. I think that's the order of it. And so I thought this was his comeback. To me, I felt like, oh wow, like he's this is good. But as for people who in the chat saying these beats didn't completely fit Nas, I do feel like Nas gets out-rapped on several songs by Damian Marley. And so maybe some people feel like this wasn't these beats didn't completely fit him as much as...
I thought Nas really adds to the songs. I didn't think it was... I think song making was the focus here.
Right.
And so, you know what? I never even listened to it to analyze who was rapping better, to be honest with you. I do like everything that Damian's doing on all the songs though. So now that you say that, I can see it. I didn't even see it before.
Mm-hmm. So people saying the boom bap wasn't there. To me, I feel like it starts off with as we enter. I feel like this is a great song that fits both of them, and they doing the back and forth. And I think it's a great track to start off. It's upbeat, it's up tempo. And I think this is one of the best songs, but I think it fits both of them. I disagree with the people saying that it fit more Damian and not as much Nas. I feel like Nas snapped on several
I think
parts.
they had certain tracks for each one. Mm-hmm. Like
Exactly.
there's the songs that I don't like are the ones that fit Damian more. Because there's some songs on here I will not listen to again, and there's some songs on here that are great. I feel so high, low, lows to me.
Okay, so let's go through it track for track then. So as we enter, we all like that one.
Yes.
Yes, fire song,
Yeah.
All
amazing.
right. Tribes at War is another one I like, and I like Cannon on there too.
I love it.
I'll give this song like a 7. This song, yeah, I give it like a 7. As We Enter is the best song on here to me, or
Mm.
top 2. So yeah, this is a step down for me. Tribes at War.
Yeah, yeah. For Leroy in the chat, you said where the New York at? It's about Pan Africanism, man. It's not focused on specifically.
Yeah, I mean, New York is the Babylon that they talking about burning and stuff. Like it's not, So it is a little different. And see, the thing is, I like that aspect. This is kind of the point, I guess. It's not really a blend. It's more of a thought on how we are in a space here that's not really necessarily our space.
Mm-hmm.
So in New York, yes, like hip hop is New York and vice versa or whatever, but it's not the same as what you kind of bringing to when you talk about removing yourself from Babylon, this great empire, this terrible, the thing that does the oppression.
Right.
So, or one of the main causes is America, and the main city in America is New York. Like it's.
Yeah. They talk about
capitalism.
They talk about they talk about
not a fault.
Yeah, they talk about like I said, capitalism and this type of stuff. They really, it's really an album, kind of against those themes. Imperial says he likes Welcome to Jamrock better than this. That's not a listen. I think Damian Marley is a great musician. I don't think he's talked about enough. But as far as people say, this sounds reggae. To me, what Damian Marley is great at is they do the basic reggae sound, right? And then they like produce on top of it, right? And that's what makes it great. Like it'll have hip hop production on top of the reggae beat, as opposed to like some reggae stuff all has that same beat, that same like tempo or whatever. They'll put like extra stuff on top of that that make it sound different. That's what I love about it.
Maybe I'm mistaken because I'm not a reggae aficionado. Okay, I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. So I do think it's a different type of sound and way the lyrics are delivered. I do think Damian is rapping on these songs. I don't think these are the standard reggae delivery, or maybe that's changed now, where maybe more hip hop influence. But I don't know. Him to always
rapping. He's rapping. This is for sure. It's definitely him rapping. And so I think like if we go through these tracks, like because Strong Will Continue, I think both of them snap on this. I love Damian's verse.
Step up for sure.
This is one of my favorite songs. To me, this is number 2. After Patience, we'll get to later. To me, this is number 2 song on the album. I love this song. I think, and then Nas, the beat drops out and Nas goes at the end. I love the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, Damian writes his own rhymes, man. Damian just raps.
Yeah, I didn't think Nas was writing for him. That's why maybe I should go listen to some more Damian albums, man, because hearing this, especially the first time I heard it and stuff, or when it was brand new, I didn't really know what to expect or nothing like that. And I was thoroughly impressed by everything that was on here. The sounds, the raps, everything. The flows was fire on here.
Yep. And then we can go through them quickly because
I'm about to say the rest of these until we get to track 10. Trash. Don't want to hear them.
No, but man,
that's how I feel.
That's crazy. Leaders is probably the weakest song.
Oh, I hate that song.
Which one?
Let's all change the
Oh, I like it.
I like it. I would say it's the low point of the
No,
album.
the worst song here is My Generation.
Oh, okay. All right. You didn't like Lil Wayne?
I ain't like that stupid shit with the kids. Nas done this before, and I ain't like it then either. I'm not turn this shit off. And I heard it.
That's funny. Okay, all right, that's fair. Those two are all right. Okay, Friends. I love Friends.
I love Friends as well.
Okay,
I like what they're saying on Friends.
Exactly.
I like everything about Friends.
Exactly.
I didn't love Count Your Blessings when I first used to listen to this album, but when I heard this, what was it, yesterday or today? And that shit hit way different. Because I guess that's more where my mindset is now. So I was like, wow, that was like a whole different. I liked it way more than I did remembering it.
Yeah.
I guess that shit too slow for me, but no, I'm good.
I hear you.
Okay, yeah, I get you don't like the slows, and then he gets to Despair, and Despair is one of the best songs. It's not slow.
Yes,
I think they both kill this song. I love it. I love the concept of it, even how they keep talking about mind is a spear, or and everything. It's just great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land of Promise is cool. It's not one of my favorites. In His Own Words is also just okay to me for both of those. I like those okay. But then you get to, of course, Nah I Mean, and I love Nah I Mean.
Nah I Mean got that New York bop that they was talking about.
Yeah. To me. Leroy, this don't got the New York, it's not New York enough for you?
This what New York sound like.
Yeah.
It's not New York. What was like doing Bobby Shmurda dances or something with it.
Yeah. I would say Nah I Mean, from the rest of this, to me, Nah I Mean, Patience is the best song on the album. And this is an all-time song. Like, to me, this is a song that I put on Nas's greatest hits type of song.
And look, I didn't know this, but I see the plays on it like are crazy. I'm looking on YouTube Music. Patience got 367 million. Mm-hmm. The next closest one is As We Enter at 35. So it's a big difference. Patience is great.
I've been in the car with people. I've been in the car with people several times playing the song, and then people go like, "What is that song?" Like, I want tell me that song. I've got yeah. So like it's definitely what I hit listen.
Yeah, that song still give me that feeling. Like every time I hear it, it sounds like the first time. Like it's fire. I love this song.
And Damian kills it, dog. Damian murders that song. So
this is a great album, though, man.
And then Africa Must Wake Up is I love that song. That song gets stuck in my head. Yeah.
I love
Africa Must Wake man. That's that.
I got a lot.
Yeah, so I give this album a 10 out of 10. I mean, to me, the songs that we said were okay. Huh?
This is a classic?
1,000% to me.
All right, shit. All right. Like I said, there's about 5-6 songs on there I ain't never listening to again, but I feel y'all.
Okay. Hey, I mean, that's why we do this.
Highs, lows to me.
That is why we do this. I mean, this is so. Like I said, I don't know if this is what is the next closest comparison. Also, or the next thing where we see people that's almost of completely different genres coming together so to me smoothly over a shared theme. I mean, I can't think of another example of this. Because it just seems so. It is distant relatives is such a great way to describe it. Like they're not the same, but they do similar-ish. It's black, but it's not close. And making a combination like that, like I said, I don't think there's any other ones. So it's a really singular achievement. And again, I value originality highly. So when you're doing something that nobody else is doing, or you're doing something at a level that nobody did, I'm gonna have a lot of respect for it. So I think this is a classic just based on that, because I just never heard even other people get with reggae artists and make these type of songs. They bring the dude in to come do the hook or something. You know what I'm saying? Never the same type of thing.
Definitely. I like Welcome to Jam Rock, Imperial Stats. So we can definitely talk about that album as well. I mean, I feel like that's when Damian blew up. I mean, like mainstream on that song, Welcome to Jam Rock. You know, I feel like he performed at like award shows and everything. So he I mean, hasn't really made much. I think he only has like one album since this one that we're talking about right now. So it's not like he, you know, but yeah, definitely amazing album to me. What would you say is, if we talk about Nas's, we had to rank Nas's discography? All right, where would, because you said this is like B number 5 for you, Baldy. I mean, that means it's like Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic are all better. And then what else you got over this? Lost Tapes, and then this number 5. So you say better than Life Is Good.
And I had to re-rank it now. Maybe this will be pushed down by Magic. But I mean, again, this is the thing about Nas, and this is why I love Nas, is those are also singular achievements, man. Like, who has an album about getting divorced? And putting that on the album, or different aspects of his life, and putting them out there like that and doing it successfully. Like, even if it's not continued or sustained success throughout, like there's aspects that like people don't have daughters in their discography. You know what I'm saying? Well, people don't do that type of thing. It's always hypotheticals, or it's not their person. Yes, 444 exists. That's true. At the time, it had never been done prior to Nas doing these things. Who else has I'm gonna come back and do an album or do this run of albums with somebody? Like, I'm a young artist putting out multiple albums with skills and with quality. This type of stuff hasn't been done. And so I don't know where I would place like Magic 1 or KD 3. I guess I would have them both, but I love this album. So I don't know where I would, not a ranking gets muddled to me.
Yeah, so to me,
the first 4 or 5 is easy. It's hard.
This might be because of nostalgia. It might be because of when this came out, but I have this album over Magic and KD3. To me, maybe it's because those two just haven't sat with me as long, but I would definitely say I have this in that 5 spot before. Yeah, I would say I have it even before Life Is Good. I would say it's one step above Life Is Good to me. So I think, I mean, and that might be, yeah, that's where it's got to be to me. Even better than Lost Tapes, because it's an album, as opposed to Lost Tapes is a collection of tracks. So I'd even put it over that. I would say this is definitely in that 4 or 5 spot. So
I don't think I think you're tripping about Lost Tapes, but that's fair. I mean, look, I think after you get past 3 or 4, then it's the preference thing. I think we all can agree that Street's Disciple is on the bottom, though. Or is it the Kanye album? Now I don't know. Or is it Lost Tapes 2? Lost Tapes 2 has some good ones on there.
Yeah.
So now I don't know. I think Street's Disciple.
I think it's got to be at the bottom. It's got to be at the bottom. Yeah, Street's Disciple is the worst one. All right. Yeah. So, but y'all let us know in the chat where you put this album, Distant Relatives, in his discography.